shooting. I just want to talk about it a little bit, brothers and sisters. It's very, first of all, it's very sad to see. You know, and one more thing, I have a few politicians had spoken, previously some years ago about it's no racism in America, and you politicians know who you are. It's no racism in America, huh? They made a statement something like that, quote unquote. It was very painful for me, brothers and sisters. It is, you know. 'Cause I'm gonna start it off like this. This is for educational purposes. YouTube. This is for educational purposes.
People. And guess what Dylan Roof got for it? Cheeseburgers. By Peyton's own words.
Let me start it over.
His own manifesto. Let me tell you. Got a lot to say, a lot of points to make. So stay tuned. A few weeks ago, I posted this video of this black man getting shot in the back of his head, point blank range, after a routine traffic stop went bad. He resisted arrest with no weapon. Last week, I posted this video of this black woman being beat, punched, and tased for being 56 short on a bus pass for a city bus. Now enter Peyton Gidron. Drove over an hour to a Buffalo supermarket, shot and murdered 10 people, wounded many more, pulled a weapon with police officers, also pulled a gun on himself. But guess where Peyton is? Alive and well. After all of that, this is where Peyton is. It's time out for people in the white community to stop telling these lies and making excuses and saying that when you resist, bad things are going to happen. That's not true. When you're black and you resist, bad things are going to happen. And those things are going to happen most of the time. Dylan Roof walked into a church, South Carolina, murdered 9 people. And guess what Dylan Roof got for it? Cheeseburgers. By Peyton's own words, in his own manifesto, he said that he went to Buffalo and killed all these people because he was tired of watching the white race decline in the country. The only way to root out this problem is to be real about it, be truthful about it, be honest about it. Something that the white community just has refused.
The last person we was talking about the church shooting a few years ago, after he killed them brothers and sisters, they took him to Carl's Jr. to get him a cheeseburger value meal, a super meal, or whatever you want to call it. After he just killed 9 people in the church, they took him to get him a burger and fries. But it's not white privilege in this country, though. It's not. It's not. This is for educational purposes. YouTube.
Let me tell you. If you never, let me
this
tell you
is for educational purposes. Bear with me 1 minute, brothers and sisters. Bear with me 1 second.
A lot of people are in my comments and they want me to speak about this. First, I want to send healing energy for the families that are suffering from this situation. This has happened before. We see it all the time, and honestly, talking about it is just irritating me at this point. Why are we still trying to fight racism? This is honestly just how they feel. So if there's a good amount of people that don't want us here, and then we built our own town to have our own place, own businesses, own everything, away from the so-called people who don't want us. If you hate us so much, why did you burn it down? I'm just confused. Why are we still marching? There is privilege. There will always be privilege. He is 18 years old. And come to think about it, there are parents who are still raising their children to be like this. This fight has been going on since the 1800s and even before that. We integrated into a society that didn't want us. And these are the effects. His way is not working. It's just not working. If a 77-year-old woman has to go out like that, it's just not working. All I'm saying is y'all need to try something different. Just be safe. This is life until we create change. A lot of people are in my comments and they want me to speak about this. First, I want to send healing in.
I don't know if any of y'all know about the little 7-year-old boy, a 6-year-old European little kid went across the street and knocked on his black family door with a whip. Where did he get a whip from at 7 years old? Talking about he want the little kid to come out, the little black kid. What he's gonna do to the little black kid when he come out? With a whip in his hand. This stuff is being taught in these homes. How can you stop it? It's been taught in the homes. How can you stop it? Y'all better wake up, man. Y'all better wake up fast. And these people in office up here just signed this anti-hate crime bill for the Asian community. And I ain't nothing against the Asian community. I love the Asian community. I got a couple of Asian brothers. But where are is it? Kamala and Mr. Who you know you are? Where are is that? We just not gonna get it, huh? No, we don't get it till we stand up for it. It looks like black people. And you know what? Another thing on here, I've been seeing on these platforms, I see more white people on here talking about this and talking down on this than our own people. All white people ain't prejudiced. And all white people ain't racist. And I don't believe that. But a lot of them are. But where are is that? We had a man in here just like this some years ago. He could have signed it in. Did he? Man, y'all better stop putting people in these positions that, but I ain't finna do nothing for. You did something for everybody else, all these other different communities. You know what communities I'm talking about. He did something for. We have one in here just like this. And then sign that bill in. And you brothers and sisters out here better wake up, man. And y'all better wake up fast. This is what I get on here and do this and speak about things like this for this. That's what I do it for. Because if we don't do something fast, people, their future is doomed. That's why I get on here and do this. Because that's one of the main reasons. And for my people, for all people, to give their life to God. Give their life to Christ. But I get on it for one of the main reasons. One of them. I have a few main reasons. But y'all better wake up out here, man. Y'all better get out of that fog, man. Y'all better get out of that fog fast. Real fast. And you know what the FBI said? They said it may be some copycats. That's what they said this morning on the news. I was watching on Channel 2. They said be careful of the copycats. letting you know it's not over. All you cats with a little this all up to your ear and them big old. All of y'all should be in Buffalo. All of y'all should be in Buffalo, boy. Every time he have a court hearing, all of y'all should be out there. All of y'all should be out there. All of you. Spend some of that bread for something that's meaningful to your community. Spend some of that bread for something meaningful for your community. Some of you are, and a lot of you not. Start today. All of y'all should be out there. By the groves of you. Every time we get some, we had a Black Wall Street, a community called Black Wall Street. They called it that because everything was all black, everything, banks, everything. For some of you don't know what happened to it, you need to look it up. They bombed it. They bombed it. They don't want you to have nothing. They want you to live in a community of 140,000 people and have one supermarket. That community had one supermarket out of 140,000 people. They have one supermarket. And some of you got all this up to your ear and that big old 100,000 always flossing a big. Why don't y'all go help build a market out there for them? Because if I had it, I sure would. Why don't y'all go out and build another supermarket for them? Won't you help build up the community? Because the city of that city ain't doing nothing. Then the houses want to go look at that community. You can't even see the sidewalks. You got the nerve to walk around like that, man. You should feel embarrassed and ashamed, man. Put it to good use, brothers, man. It's a lot of things, man, brothers and sisters can be doing to help their communities, man. Build up their communities, because they're not gonna do it. They're not gonna do it, man. People have one market for 140,000 people community. They have one supermarket. 3 or 4 of y'all get together and build another one out there for them, man. 4 or 5 of y'all get together. You Tyler Perry's and you Oprah's and you know who you are. Why don't y'all go help build up that community? Why don't y'all go help with the construction of that community? Why don't y'all go push the city to do it then if you don't want to spend your money? You spend it on everything else. You spend it on meaningless things. 17 houses and 50 cars. A lot of you throw that kind of money up in the clubs with the women dressing less. We better wake up. And I've been saying this for a minute now on my channel. You better wake up. Because what happened there, it ain't like it can't happen to you. Living all up in them big fancy homes, man. It ain't like it can't happen to you, boy. Y'all better start paying attention to what's popping and what the agenda is. That man went down today. I don't know if the woman is with him, but I bet you they ain't for the sign no anti-racial crime bill, hate crime bill. I bet you he don't mention that. It'd be a beautiful thing if he do, but I got a feeling he's not. This organization is supposed to be behind. They got the big label with the black starting first. It says black. You know what I'm talking about. Where you at? I haven't seen none of you down there. Where you at? Why? Because ain't no money involved? Ain't no suits involved? Where you at? But it's lives involved. It should be worth more than money. Just greedy. Just greedy, just like the devil. Just greedy. The lives don't matter, huh? That's what the whole slogan says. It says black, then what it says after that? Lives. Them are lives down there. A whole lot of lives have been hurt. Where are you at? Where are you? A lot of you religious, big time religious church leaders. That's why the church ain't respecting this day and time. Because you're never around when something like this is going on. Where y'all at? Huh? Where y'all at? If you're down there, fine. There should be some more you down there. Get in your private jets and get on down there. And book you a room or a suite and get on down there. And fly some brothers with you that want to go, that can't afford to go. Fly some of them with you. It's a lot of us out here. Fly them with you. You need to get down there making a stand. Because they don't understand nothing else. But no, y'all gonna let us blow on over like the one happened down there in North Carolina or South Carolina with this cat walked up in there and did that to them 9 people in that church. And he picked that church because it was historical, one of the most black historical churches down there. And this guy, he picked that market because it's predominantly black. And they say he accidentally shot, he shot 2 whites. I'm not 100% sure. Out of 13 people, I think it was 2 whites. He apologized to them. Allegedly. And allegedly, he had on the end of his gun, nigger, or something like that. But it had the N-word. Excuse me for saying the N-word because I don't like using it. But that's what he said. Something to that sort. Y'all better wake up, man. That boy was 18 years old. And he engaged with another brother, off-duty police. But he had body armor on. And he had camouflage clothing on. He's sending you a sign that a lot of y'all probably ain't paying no attention to. He was ready for war. And he's not the only one. And he had an assault rifle. And they keep on talking about this gun control. Y'all ain't finna control nothing. You know why? Because it's already out of hand. How can you control something when one person went down there and bought thousands and thousands of rounds of ammunition and about 50 guns? How can you control something? If you do stop it right today, it's already a done deal. That's why they buy so many ammunition and guns. So when you do something like that, or if you do something like that, they're already fully loaded, man, fully equipped. So you have to do a different angle. You have to do a different angle. You have to come up with something better than that. There ain't nothing but to pacify the people. You can't pacify me with that. Coming out and talking about the law. If you stop selling it today, people got enough guns and ammunition to last them a lifetime. enough to last them a lifetime. It's already too late for something like that in the first place. Anytime someone black do something way out like this, y'all always talking about where his parents at that age. Where his parents at? Who was his parents? Who was his parents to allow him to go down there and buy guns like that? He bought them himself, they said. You know, you don't need no, well, he just had an ID and a clean record. There's a lot of them like that, got clean records. But y'all always on one with the dirty records. The people with the clean records are doing the most damage than anybody. You don't know when a person might click like he did. He seemed fine that day. He was a law-abiding citizen that day. And the next day, he's turned into a whole different person. I'm going to show y'all why. I'm going to give you an example why. Oh, I just gave it to y'all. One little boy knocking on people, them black family door with that whip. I was a 7-year-old boy. When he knocked on the door, he had a whip. Y'all go look it up on the internet. Yeah, he had a whip in his hand. Where'd he get a whip from? My brothers and sisters better wake up, brothers and sisters. Y'all better wake up out here. Y'all better wake up fast. Real fast. It's your boy Spiritual Warfare. Once again with another daily word of the day. Spiritual Warfare, GIG. The daily word of the day is going to be in Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. As my brother Willie D say, no more talk. Spiritual Warfare, GIG with another daily word of the day.